2009 Ford Focus, 2-liter engine. Problem is, I've narrowed it down basically to this broken key. Obviously, first thing I noticed, they wanted me to change all the ignition and find these electrical problems, but the only problem I see is that broken key. Unfortunately, my repair was unsuccessful. I used this thinkdiag. Thinkdiag supposedly has a reprogrammer to reprogram the immobilizer, learn new keys, reset the PATS security system, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I've tried and tried to be unsuccessful. It was all unsuccessful. I've got a degree in automotive technology, so I've worked in several dealerships. I know what I'm doing. There's a 10-minute wait required always. I tried that so many different ways. It's taken me hours, 10 minutes a piece. That can add up. Anyway, I changed the lock tumbler. The ignition tumbler. It's basically all I know it as is a tumbler. I put a new one in, Doorman, got it from O'Reilly, which came with 2 transponder keys, came with instructions. Also pretty cool, it came with a dongle, a reprogrammer dongle for the new keys, which that requires an old key. You would take your existing key, you'd put it up against this one as such in your new one. That will kind of copy that new key, and then you'll use your new keys and follow the instructions as far as instructions in the box. If you have an existing key, cool. Nobody needs a key if they have an existing key. So that didn't work. Anyway, I'm just going to show you now quickly how to remove this tumbler. Ultimately, as a technician, my solve for this issue is going to be to have this towed to a dealership where they can verify ownership of the vehicle. They'll use the VIN, they'll cut a key, possibly need to build a new tumbler, because that's why I was changing it, because it was locking up and giving issues. So I thought 2 birds with 1 stone. But that's definitely the problem, is that key being broken. So we've got 3 5.5 millimeter bolts on the bottom shell here. Shouldn't be any tighter than your hand can remove it. So then your shells, I think you'll go ahead and remove your top first. Might have to pop it loose. Pop your shells loose. Excuse the mess. The customer's a dog groomer, so they have just, well, this is their backup car, to be honest. It's been sitting and sitting and sitting, and it's been used and rented out, and it just never gets cleaned. Anyway, the shell's coming off pretty easy. So you'll want to just kind of make sure it clears over here. Oh, the knee bolster will have to come off. Knee bolster's off, shell's off. It's a little tough to clear, so let's just leave it on. I probably could have left the knee bolster on. Let's leave this bottom shell on, because all I need is access to right here. Let me get my tool really quick. My vehicle. I've got a punch tool we're gonna need, and where did I put? You will need a key that will turn the tumbler in order to remove it. So first thing you got to do after you gain access, you got a clip here on top. There's your clip. That is your actual immobilizer antenna. So that just snaps off. Remove it and get it out of the way. Do not damage those wires. Be very careful. So what you're gonna do, if I can get this to stay here, y'all. Perfect-ish. Hold on. Okay, let me turn the steering wheel. That'll do, I reckon. Alright. We're going to put the key in. That's your release hole here. I didn't disconnect the battery. It might be a good idea, but I'm done effing with this car. We're going to turn it. I believe it's to the steering wheel locked. You might have to rotate that wheel a little bit to get it to loosen up. I think we turn it just to the center. You're going to stick a punch in that hole, press down. Once you're in the center, you might have to play around a little. Push it. See how that just came right out? May have lost focus. It'll go right back in. Same deal. It's in now, but you will have a gap. Do not worry, because that gap, remember, your immobilizer antenna. So I'm in right there. That comes in and out. Key in, turn it halfway, about parallel to your release pin. Stick a pin in, press press it. Oh, come on. Press it a little hard. Oh, lost it. Okay. See how it still came out. We still saw it. Not gonna do it again. Comes out, no problem. I'm gonna just stick the old one back in is what I'm doing, because this has been a bit of a nightmare. So we'll get back to that broken key. I want to just return this part while I can to O'Reilly, so that's basically it. The program's on my phone, or I'd show you what all I did. Just let me go ahead and tell you, I had no success with reprogramming myself. I deleted keys, it registered keys. It claims it registered my new keys, but it didn't ask me to do the 10-minute wait, which is wrong. And then I've tried everything. So I'm gonna recommend to this person that go to the dealership. It's gonna have to be towed there with AAA. This just didn't work, unfortunately. Thanks for watching. Any questions, or maybe a cure, but I've tried everything from manually doing a 30-minute relearn, which is 3 10-minute relearns with just the key and stuff. I've tried everything. And you will have to have 2 keys. You cannot do this with just 1 key. Ford requires 2 keys. So if you go to the dealership, it's about $90 a key. That's $180, and then probably $90 an hour. I don't know how much they charge labor rate, but it was about $180 for labor, which is probably about an hour and a half. I imagine they charge around $100 an hour. I'm not really sure. I don't ever go there. So this old ignition, same concept. It's gonna slip right in. I wonder if it'll slip in. It won't. You'll have to use the key, slip it in, boom, boom, in the center, boom, it's in. There's your new one. Wish it would start the car. So here you go. I've got the flashing immobilizer light, or the flashing theft light. Same with all keys I've tried to use. This is an original key. Don't forget your antenna. Snap her back on. Bada boom, bada bing. Be careful, don't break that clip. I didn't get it on. See, I'm getting excited to actually be done with this car. I'm ready to go home. All right, hook it in the bottom first. Hook and then snap. Immobilizer is firm, and that, see, no more gap. Go ahead and clip your bottom on. We'll go ahead and pause this. Actually, let's go ahead and just end the video, because y'all can figure out from there. Just make sure you clear everything. Snap your doodads back together. Your shell. Don't worry about the knee bolster if you didn't take it off. You're Gucci. Alright guys, enjoy your day.